Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 136 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year this year, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,250 miles within that time frame. This is my second year ever running. So, in the first full year of 2020, I was able to run 1,002 miles, and I did that in 175 days out of the year. So it's a 20% step up in miles and 100% step up in the amount of days I'll be running this year. As you notice, I'm out here on a trail today, getting ready for my first ever 50K trail race that is coming up June 5th. Trying to get a little trail work in before that to be ready for it. I think the mileage for today is going to be around 5. I didn't get I think yesterday's was 4.4, so I don't have the week, the month, or the year, but I will insert it at the end of this video because I will be going home after this and I can edit it in. So I'll give you all the mileage from yesterday, today, the week, the month, and the year, and I'm going to edit it in right here, right now. Mileage yesterday was 4.4, mileage today 5.3, mileage for the week finishing off at 34 even, miles for the month 80.5, miles for the year 595.8. Alright, well, now that you got the mileage for the month and all that, in the year, the day, the week, let's talk about the 100-mile challenge. I do that every single month. I challenge myself to hit 100 miles, and I've been doing it in honor of charity, trying to raise awareness for these different fundraisers and raise some money for them as well throughout the months. So we raise money for 4 great charities in the first 4 months. Now we're here in May, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So we are raising money to Write Love on Her Arms. They deal with mental health issues. If anyone that's having them, you can call them. They have hotlines. Same thing with substance abuse, addiction, suicidal thoughts. So if you'd like to donate to this month's fundraiser, you can find it on the Defining Discipline Instagram and Facebook story, as well as my personal page's Facebook and Instagram story. Within the links, it'll take you on the very top of those stories. It'll say donate on Facebook. Click on those. It'll open up the donate page where you can donate however much you would like. All donations that get made go directly to the fundraiser. Nothing goes to Facebook. Nothing goes to me, guys. So know that your money is going to the cause. I know times are tough, so if you can't donate, don't feel bad. Best thing you could do, though, is share this fundraiser so other people that you may be friends with that I'm not will be able to see it, and hopefully they'll be able to donate it or share it and just continue to spread awareness and hopefully raise some money. Other than that, got the Detroit Marathon in October coming up. Excited about that. But let's just talk about today and this past weekend anyways, because today is Sunday. So for today, episode 136, day 136, consecutively running outside. Today's theme is going to be reconnection, and that's for a couple reasons. First, I've been doing nature these past 3 days, so I've been really reconnecting with the outdoors and getting out here, especially on these nice days, getting out in the woods, and just breathing. And it feels so good, guys. That alone on my mental health has helped tremendously these past 3 days. Just a lot of stress I've been dealing with lifted off just from me getting out here. So reconnecting with nature is one thing that is very important. Just reconnecting with yourself and the earth. So keep that in mind. And I also want to talk about reconnecting because today I'm out on a trail in the Howell Brighton area, and we used to come here as kids, me, my dad, my uncles, my cousins, my friends. We used to camp here as a family, and I mean year in, year out. I've been here for almost like 12 years consecutively when I was younger. And I want to talk about reconnection is because as much as I came here, I never knew these trails were here. Knew of the one. Oh, excuse me. So I knew of the one that took you from the campground to the beach, which isn't really much of a trail, just like a path to get from the campground to the beach. But we used to run around this area all the time and cause havoc and do all this stuff, and it's so crazy for me to find out about these awesome trails to run and bike on out here in the nature. And it's blowing my mind to come out here and reconnect with a part of my life, to discover something new that you really never knew about. And I wanted to use that almost in a metaphorical sense, because you can find that throughout life, within all of it. All right, give me a second, guys. Another people pass. Excuse me. Thank you. So, throughout life, there could be things that you've always done or places you've always been and never realized there's something new that you could discover within that. You could reconnect with something, and when you reconnect with it, discover something that you never knew was there to begin with. And it's beautiful, guys. Being out here now that I'm about to be a dad, all I can think of now is bringing my daughter out here and starting the whole thing over again and reconnecting. So that's all I can really think about. It's just so cool to get out here and discover this. And remember coming here as a kid, and now look forward to hopefully spending my summers here again. But instead of as a kid, as a father like my dad did, taking us kids and making sure we have a good time. And just so cool, guys, to really reconnect with those things in your life and discover new things. And like I said, with the whole nature thing, I just wanted to throw this out here because this has been my best running weekend ever. Guys, I had my first run with my baby, day 134, out on a trail in the 2 metro parks. Then got out yesterday, had to drive all the way to Mount Pleasant for a bachelor party for my cousin, but I had a good old time. Got out there early, was able to run another nice, beautiful nature trail that made me want to move out there. And it's funny because now I'm out here again on another nature trail, just loving it, guys, soaking it up, and I'm ready to move out here. I need some elevation and some nature, and it feels so good to get out here. So, for your daily discipline today, guys, it is to reconnect. Reconnect with those things in your life. Discover something new about yourself within those things that maybe you never even knew was possible or there. For instance, this trail, been coming here for 12 years, for longer than that, but haven't came in here in a while, but I've just been coming here for so long, a big part of my life. Did not know this year. So, reconnect with some stuff in your life, guys. Reconnect with family. Reconnect with nature. That's another thing. Get out there. That's your daily discipline. Get out there. Reconnect with nature. Reconnect with your family. And reconnect with those places and those things that you think you know down to a T, but you might discover some new things within them. That's your daily discipline for the day. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for listening. Out here putting in the work. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 137. Gonna be back downriver, probably running a 3.6 miles again. I still do need to get my half marathon in for this month. Don't know when I'll be able to do that since I'm gonna try to start my taper, but we'll see. Again, thanks so much for listening. If you guys can, please give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, and a share on our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platforms you guys have been listening on. Other than that, thank you so much for listening. I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 137. This is a Defying Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Stay disciplined. Peace out.